Well, hello then, welcome to another Tribulation Soldiers Sitrep, and this is about, I think this is only our third Sitrep we've actually done now, as we sort of continue building our social media and our schedules and stuff, but basically you guys at the moment, I'm still recovering from a major hospital stay, a major hospital stay and a surgery that went very wrong just at the end of last year, so it's been really quite tough. It's always been on the up, but it's been quite tough in that whole rehabilitation from that. And certainly one of the things that I've tried to do is continue on with social media videos and writing articles and stuff like that, just to keep me really focused. And so far, my legs are really strong, upper body strength's coming back, but still seem to be struggling with the post-traumatic stress. Maybe not so much Sharon now, but certainly myself. And that always makes things all the more difficult. At nights at the moment, it is taking me at least an hour and a half to get sleep, or a couple hours to get to sleep. And in the mornings I wake up quite low. It's quite difficult in the mornings. But all in all, as the day goes on, like just now, I feel sort of much better. But we're just not there yet. And I never really thought I'd suffer from this kind of a thing like post-traumatic stress. You always sort of read about it about soldiers, and God bless them, that come back from war zones. You never really sort of think, well, post-traumatic stress doesn't apply to me, but it does. And it's something you've kind of really got to look at, as a person, when you've been through something like this. So it's kind of, I suppose it's kind of dominating our lives at the moment. It just means that I'm just not at full fitness at all. It can be, you go through good stages, you go through maybe some bad stages. Some days you feel quite on top of it all and quite happy, and the next day you just can't seem to get the motivation at all. And that's just the way it's sort of been this year. And I think I've pretty much resigned myself to the fact that it's probably going to take the rest of this year to sort of fully recover, both physically and psychologically and stuff like that. And as a Christian, I absolutely believe in this great power of God to deliver you from the struggles that you've got, or to heal you of depression and all these sort of things. But what I've certainly found in my Christian life as a person is that I tend to have to go through these things. And in some respects, I sit here thinking, I don't like this at all, and I don't want this. But on the other hand, I think, I'm so glad for the experience. I mean, seriously, so glad for the experience, because, now I know what it feels like. It's my life as a Christian pastor is about helping other people. And when you've got that in your armoury, that you've been through these various things like I have, like surgery and depression and post-traumatic stress, you just understand it on a different level. It doesn't make you a better pastor as such or anything. It just makes you sort of a bit more well-rounded. That's what I'd like to have, as a Christian pastor. But yeah, it is difficult. Especially like this morning, for example, was quite difficult. But I think that the best way to deal with these things is just to keep pushing on. You keep on pushing on and get the sort of job done. And so thankfully just now, I'm at home. I haven't really got a major schedule. I haven't got really any major commitments at the moment, which is great. So I really just need to push on and get past this. But we're not long back from our holiday to Foscali in Perthshire and up to Loch Ness in the caravan. And guys, it was really awesome. I mean, I really needed that. I probably overdid it. You'll probably find by some of the videos I've been sharing on social media, I probably overdid it quite a bit. But it was just really good to be away and just these amazing places. And just over this past couple of weeks, I think we've got next week to go, and we're sharing the videos from that, the vlogging and the highlands, the tours of some of that highland spots, so I'm so glad a lot of you are enjoying that. So it's been a bit of a road. So it's certainly been a bit of a road, but we're getting there. We're slowly getting there. It's a lot better than I probably think myself. But I just want to keep pushing on. I was brought up to work, and it's very difficult for me to sit around and do nothing. I just can't do it. And that's just me. I wish I was quite a chilled out guy, but I'm not really. I like to be on the go and working and seeing things happen. So I've just been carrying on doing these social media videos, which has been so much fun. Especially with the kids. Just going out and doing these things, being out on the motorbike. We're now doing some YouTube videos, practical stuff, like cars, bikes, and boats. Got two big motorbikes, and that's what I use for the vlogging, and the tours and stuff like that. So that's been awesome fun, and all that stuff sort of add to your rehabilitation, you know. But you know, I think it took a little while just for me this year to sort of build this schedule and be really happy with it. And you know, I think at the stage we're at the moment, I'm very, very happy with the social media schedule that we have, the videos we're going to be sharing and stuff. You know, so I'm really happy in that sense. You know, I'm really quite at peace about you know, where everything is in that sort of area. You know, because it's taken a little while to develop. You know. But there's other areas of this ministry too that you know, I need to develop, especially things like our support a saint charity. You know, it's going to be part of the Tribulation Soldier, and it's going to be quite a big thing. So I've got a little bit of work to do there, you know. But yeah, it's all coming together. It's starting to make more sense. I'm starting to see the fuller picture, you know. So this particular feature here on the Tribulation Soldier is our monthly sitrep, and what it's really going to function is going to be in the future is to share with you guys where I'm actually at in writing the series, and you know, the various things that sort of come up, you know, because it's a 16 ebook series. It's big, it's really big. Been working on it for quite some time, and you know, they've got the same characters, you know, the same circle of friends as our main character, so all the books have to interlink together and be absolutely seamless, which is actually quite difficult. You know, it's not an easy thing to do as such, but it's very, very cool, very rewarding to do. You know, I just really enjoy it. But the funny thing is, you know, we're doing all these, you know, these social media videos and all the things that surround the Tribulation Soldier. Actually, writing the series is the thing that I've not really been doing lately, you know. And that's basically because we took the decision to release 4 books first and have 4 books ready. So that's kind of where we're at, you know. It's not as if we're kind of falling behind with that. But, you know, it does it good just to get back and doing some writing. And when I was away on holiday, I just planned, you know, a couple of days, couple of nights, you know, before I go to bed, that I'd write some chapters, you know. So I got into one of our books, Montague Maggie, which is number 7 in the series, and wrote a chapter with her, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. It's really lit me up about the series, you know, and thoroughly enjoyed writing that particular portion, you know. So, you know, there is that progress. There's that sort of slow progress in that area. But we really are sort of covered in that respect. You know, the 4 books are pretty much sort of ready to go. The next 4, and you know, that's a huge boost. That's a huge, huge boost, and it is a huge boost. I mean, I never thought for a second, you know, that the social media that surrounded the Tribulation Soldier would be this big. You know, the platform itself would be this kind of big. You know, and it hasn't been an easy thing to build, especially with, you know, it's 2 major operations that have went wrong in this period of sort of building and constructing the sort of last stages of the Tribulation Soldier, which you can imagine, you know. But you know, as Christians, you know, sometimes in the world maybe people see these things are major setbacks, you know, the major setback. But as a Christian, you just see it as all part of the process, you know, that you know, God's in control. He's got his ways and his ideas as to how he wants things to go, you know, and you just trust that. You know, you trust that these things are all just part of the process, you know. And it does give you a tremendous sense of peace in that sense, you know. And I suppose this period has given me time like sort of never before to really fully consider and explore a lot of the areas about the sort of Christian ministry that we're launching here online, you know. And it's just been tremendous. I can't really describe it in any other way. That it's just been such a tremendous journey, you know. It's been a tremendous journey. But you know, these sit-reps that we're going to do, there will be every month. You know, there might not be just quite at the moment, but there will be every single month, you know, to go along with our series. And you know, I hope you guys really enjoy it. You know, there's all the surrounding stuff that goes with it, the articles and you know, YouTube videos, teachings, sermons. You know, it all works in. You know, and you know, hopefully this platform is going to give our readers a tremendous resource. You know, a multi-subject sort of resource, and that's sort of been the vision. You know, to not only have the prayer, the teaching and the sermons, but to have, not that prayer, teaching and sermons aren't fun, but sort of the more funsy stuff, you know, with the motorbikes and the tours, and we're doing cars, bikes and boats, you know, me working on the bikes and the cars and stuff. And there's DIY Dad, you know, I'm pretty handy, so I'm always working away doing something like that, you know. And you know, the kids are very much involved now, which is the big thing for me, you guys. The kids are so involved, and you know, David and Emily are absolute naturals. You just do not need to rehearse, and we never do. You know, I don't even rehearse things like this. We don't rehearse at all. We just sort of go for it, you know. And they just take to it so easily, and they're so relaxed, and you know, fun bits come out, and you know, it's just really really good, and very proud of them. Very very proud to see them sort of going in that direction. You know, they're just they need no motivation. No, like us, you know, sometimes they need no motivation. They just want to do it. They're not overthinking it. They're just getting on with it, you know, and have had some really fun times, you know. So guys, this is pretty much where we're sat at the moment, you know. And again, you know, the surgery, the hospital, all that sort of stuff, you know, has been the dominant factor, you know, and what you call quite limiting. But again, with God, we always think, you know, all these things happen for a reason. They happen in this way because He wills it. It's just the way it is. It's where you find a great peace and a joy about where you are and what's happening, you know. But you know, on the other side of it, it's frustrating because I like to get on. You know, I like to see results. I like to, you know, I don't like pouring energy into something that bears no fruit. You know, I don't think anyone does. You know, you want to see results, but you know, that's me just being impatient. You know, it's probably just me being impatient. But yeah, so I'll post another sitrep in a 4 or 5 weeks' time, the August sitrep, and let you guys sort of know where we're at. I know we've got quite a small reader base at the moment, but you know, we've got to start somewhere. We've got to keep moving forward with these videos. But yeah, I'm going to really keep going with the social media. I think the social media side of things is really important, you know. And I'm really looking forward to sitting down and doing some more teaching series, you know, while I'm down the stairs and stuff. But like I said, I'm nowhere near emotionally and mentally fit yet. You know, you have good days and bad, and I suppose that's the good thing about where we're at the moment. In this sort of ministry is I don't really have any major ties or deadlines or anything like that at all. You know, if I've woke up in a bad way, then I can just go back to bed for a couple of hours. You know, that I normally couldn't do that. So basically, you know, until that time comes where I'm sort of consistently feeling a lot better, and not feeling the need to go back to bed and getting off to sleep well and waking up feeling, I think everybody feels a bit low in the mornings, you know, but less than what it is at the moment, you know. So, you know, guys, I just have to wait. You know, just have to wait. So, guys, just to finish off this particular one, you know, we've got a tremendous group of social media friends, our personal social media and stuff. And, you know, I want to take this opportunity, as always, just to thank you guys for your unwavering support. This has been on for 2 years, you know, and none of you guys have let us down in respect of prayer or encouragement or, you know, backing us up during that really hard times, you know. And I just want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for that. You guys are just awesome, and I just hope that, you know, what we're doing at the moment somehow repays that, you know, somehow just gives you something back for that kind of faithfulness that you've shown us, you know. So listen, God bless you guys. I just hope you enjoy the videos that we're sort of sending out at the moment on our YouTube and Facebook. And yeah, we'll just keep on pushing and keep on pushing, you guys. So thank you so much. Hope you're having a great summer, and God bless you.